Jumper stands alone in a sterile lab, his silhouette framed by the glow of a high-resolution monitor. On the screen, a complex protein structure twists and folds in a digital dance. To the outside world, AlphaFold is a triumph of raw computing power, a beast fed on massive datasets. The industry worships the bitter lesson, the cynical belief that human design is inherently inferior to the brute force scaling of machines. But Jumper knows the truth. He watches the models snap into place with a single keystroke. It is not magic, and it is certainly not just a bigger hammer. It is architecture. It is the result of human intuition translated into code. Years ago, the world of biology moved at a glacial pace. Students spent entire decades trying to crystallize a single protein, desperately waiting for X-ray diffraction to reveal nature's hidden blueprints. Many researchers finished their PhDs without ever seeing the final structure of the molecules they studied. Then, AlphaFold arrived, like a lightning strike, cutting the wait from agonizing years to mere minutes. Yet, Jumper insists the breakthrough was never about dumping more data into a mysterious black box. It was about understanding the fundamental language of life and building a machine that could speak it fluently. Look at the midnolin protein. For years, researchers were stuck, unable to explain how cells clear waste. They fed the data into AlphaFold, and the model did something extraordinary. It flagged two specific binding sites, described as iron pincers gripping a target. It was a visual hypothesis. When scientists returned to the wet lab and surgically removed those sites, the degradation stopped instantly. This wasn't a statistical guess. It was a precise intervention. This success fueled the myth of C3 equivariance as the holy grail of geometry. Jumper sighs, remembering his own ablation tests. He removed the fancy symmetry, and the performance barely flinched. The real power lived in the evoformer backbone, an engine designed for evolution, not just scaling. Even with only 1% of the data, it outperformed everything that came before it. When AlphaFold 3 was released, the public quickly labeled it a diffusion model, chasing the latest AI trend. Jumper shakes his head at the simplification. To him, the diffusion process is merely a final geometric refiner, a digital polish applied only after the backbone has solved a complex macrostructure. He draws a sharp line on his whiteboard between prediction, control, and understanding. The machine can predict a structure, he notes. It can help us control a biological process, but it cannot understand. That final leap, the synthesis of raw data into profound knowledge, remains a uniquely human domain. We provide the meaning, the machine provides the map. As he prepares to leave the lab for a new role at Anthropic, Jumper reflects on the path ahead. He believes the industry is chasing the wrong ghosts, obsessing over the size of the machine while ignoring the intelligence that emerges from doing a specific task correctly. The goal isn't just to build something bigger, it's to find the most efficient path to discovery. He closes his laptop, leaving behind the godlike status the world has thrust upon his invention. He isn't looking for a monument. He is looking for the next humble, mechanical problem waiting to be solved. The architecture of the future is still being built.